The last word is sacrifice. You got to sacrifice. You got to give up. See, the word, it means to give up or to surrender something for something else. See, to be successful, you got to give up the old you to get the new you. You can't keep holding on to something that you've been had to move forward and something. You got to sacrifice. You got to give up. See, playing football, I had to give up what I knew when I was younger to know something to be greater. And my coaches always tell me, you got to let go of what you used to do and when you were a kid, because you're now becoming a man. You got to sacrifice. You got to give up the old you to get the new you. And many times we're not successful because we haven't given up the old habits. We haven't given up the old us. We're holding on to the old us. And the reason why you're not where you want to be or where you should be is because you haven't sacrificed. And for a team to be successful, we got to sacrifice. For a team to be successful, we got to give up the old us to get the new. See, you got to let go of what's holding you back. Many times you walk into situations as a team, as an administrator, as a student, as a parent, whatever you are, you walk into a situation with a backpack. A backpack of weight that's holding you down. And if you don't sacrifice what's on your back, if you don't sacrifice what's holding you down, what's holding you back, which is your thoughts, which is your habits, if you don't let those things go, they're going to always weigh you down. You got to sacrifice. You got to let go of what was old and get to what's new. But you can't do that unless you sacrifice it for teams to be successful. Teams that want to win, you got to sacrifice that. You got to let those things go. You got to be willing to let it go. You can't fly if you have weight on your back. You can't get to where you want to get to if it's dragging you down. You got to keep going. But the reason why you can't go is because you haven't sacrificed. And teams that sacrifice, they let go of what's in the past to get to the future. When you look at NFL teams who are successful, I always bring it up about the Patriots. They sacrifice who they used to be. When they come to the team, they let go of what they used to be and they become what the program is. And they become successful. In the classroom, you got to sacrifice what you used to do. Look, guess what? You now in the 8th grade. You're not a 6th grader. You got to sacrifice who you used to be to get to where you should be. You got to let go of it. You got to sacrifice those things that you once were to become what you were designed and what you were supposed to be. Let go of it. Quit holding on to it. Teams that are successful are teams that sacrifice. You got to sacrifice, be willing to let go of it to get to where you desire to be. And in me, my story, what happened to me to be successful is I had to sacrifice to playing around. Sacrifice to being a class clown in class because I wasn't getting what was going on. I had to sacrifice my time to say, you know what, if I really want to get this, I really want to learn, I'm going to have to sacrifice my time of playing around and sit with this teacher and allow this teacher to teach me how to read. Miss Rigby, I thank you so much because you sacrificed your time. You was going through a marriage. You was going through a divorce. You were just pregnant. You had kids and you sacrificed your time for me. And I sacrificed my time for being a class clown, for laughing and joking and thinking it was funny. I sacrificed just being a clown, just being a kid, and I turned into being a man, and you turned into be the best teacher I ever had because you sacrificed. You gave up those things for me, and I gave up those things for you. And you helped me become the best version of myself because I was willing to sacrifice, and you was willing to sacrifice. And sacrifice helped us both become successful. Helped you become a better mom. Helped me become a better student, better man. That I gave up what I used to be to become what I desire to be. But it never would have happened if I never would have sacrificed. I gave up all of that to see the beautiful picture. My coach used to tell me, you know why those NFL players cry? You know why they cry when they get drafted? He said because they sacrificed to going out with their friends and partying. They sacrificed to playing video games all night. They sacrificed all that to put the work in to get where they want to be. They grinded, they worked hard, they let go of those things that once held them back. You got to take that backpack off. It's weighing you down. And only how you going to get to where you want to get to is you let it go. You sacrifice that. You give up something for something else that's greater than what that was. And that's you sacrificing. You got to let go of who you were to become who you are, who you were designed to be. You great. It's inside of you. In order for your team to be successful, you got to sacrifice that. You got to sacrifice all those things, those habits, your thought process, all that stuff that's holding you back. Sacrifice that for something greater, for something bigger. And that's you. Looking at your teammates and understanding we're doing this for a bigger purpose. Let's let go of what's holding us back. And let's go after our dreams and our goals. Let's all sacrifice to be successful.